At what point does it stop being partly cloudy and start being partly sunny? God, seriously, what is the difference here? Alrighty, I am a little bit late to the party on these. A little bit, not much, but a little bit. And regardless, I decided that I would give one of just, I spent my own money on this guitar just because I wanted to see if they're really worth the hype. So without further ado, you can't see what box, what kind of, you can't see the label on the box at this point, but that's okay. Let me get it out of the box, and I may not even need the tone knife for this. Ha ha ha! There we have it. Kramer Baretta Special in the, what do they call this finish? Kramer Baretta Special in the ruby red finish. And initial impressions right out of the box are, it's actually pretty well built. Seems, fretwork is actually pretty decent on it. The neck feels great. I like the neck shape a lot. A hand-stamped serial number, hard stamped serial number in the back of the headstock, which is kind of cool. Inspection card, made in Indonesia, etc., etc. So that's basically everything was in the box. The guitar, all the packing material, and this bag right here, which has the whammy. Has the trem arm in it. Looks like I see one Allen wrench. There's probably another one in there to adjust the truss rod with, I'm assuming. Though it doesn't really seem like it needs any kind of adjustment right out of the box. Way out of tune, of course, but neck straight, no strings laying on the fretboard, no dead frets or anything. Overall, packaged pretty well. Packaged pretty well. I'm going to tune it up real quick and then take it for a ride. Okay, I really do try to keep my opinions out of, out of these demo videos, but sometimes there's a few things that I just have to share. In this instance, again, just so we're clear, I bought this guitar with my own money. Nobody's paid me to make this video. This is all strictly 100% funded out of my own pocket. All the opinions that you're getting ready to hear are strictly mine. Things that I do like about it. I like the color quite a bit. I'm a big fan of these obnoxious 80s colors. Max said the exact same thing about it in his video. And I agree with him. I really like the color quite a bit. It stands out, it's different, it's unique. I actually also really like the way that the bridge and the tremolo feels. It's a really firm vintage style tremolo. And and believe it or not, the pickup surprised me. And it's not the highest output thing that I've ever heard, but it does actually have a little bit more clarity than I expected. And probably the best asset about this guitar is the neck. It's actually got a really good feeling, fast playing neck. It's a satin finish on the back. So it's if your hand has a tendency to stick to gloss finish necks, you're not going to have that problem with this guitar, as it does not do that. It's got what look like probably medium jumbo frets, or actually these might be vintage size frets, which is probably another reason why I like the way that it plays as well as I do. No sharp fret edges or anything like that. The fret ends they're not rolled. Unfortunately, like some companies are starting to do now. These are not rolled, but they are. They're not poking out. They're not sharp. They're not. It's perfectly comfortable to play. Very comfortable to play, actually. And it is actually a maple fretboard on top of a maple neck. It's not all one piece like Fender sometimes likes to do with their necks. This is actually a separate maple fretboard glued onto a maple neck. Cons, hardware is a little cheap, to be honest. The pickup, like I said, is okay. It's not great. It's okay. I like the trim itself. But the hardware is a little cheap. The volume pot is really cheap. I tried to demonstrate that in the playthrough demo to show where it's not a linear pot. It's kind of got a couple of start and stop points as you're turning it up and down, which is, I typically run it on 10, or I've got it turned all the way down on, to mute it, and that's pretty much how I run my guitars. So for me, not a huge deal, but if you're somebody that does like to play around with your volume knob, to get some different tones, you're probably going to want to change that out. The nut looks like it's, it's probably plastic, so it'll last until it breaks, and, it'll be time for, for a new one of those, and the tuners are okay. Probably wouldn't hurt to replace those at some point down the road as well. I'm going to ride it out for a while. Realistically, because I think I've got something laying around, I'll probably put another pickup in it. I suppose it looks okay, but that Z recoil thing that Gibson likes to put in so many of their guitars, I'm so sick of Z recoil pickups. It's not my favorite look. So that'll probably change out. The pot will probably change out. The tuners I'll probably change out down the road. But the rest of it I'm going to roll with. It was actually set up really well. Everything that you just saw in the video, by the way, the playthrough demo and the full track that I recorded with it, pulled it out of the box, tuned it up. And that was really all I did to it. I didn't really have to do anything else to set it up right. Came set up very well. And the best part about this guitar, the reason why I was curious, this thing cost $179. This is a $180 guitar, not even 200 bucks, well below 200 bucks. Overall, for what 200 bucks will buy you these days, especially with inflation and everything that's going on right now, 200 bucks. This is really, like I said, it's not perfect. It's got its flaws. Even it's only got one pickup. Don't even have a neck pickup to switch to. But so that said, taking all those things into consideration, overall, the Kramer Baretta Special is an exceptional value. So the hype is real. Do with that what you will. Links will be down in the description. Should you choose to go check them out, leave me a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.